me see. I wanna start streaming. Manage broadcast. Select existing broadcast. All right. New School Knicks. Resume. Yep. Open.
Good morning, chat.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is doing. All right. So it's doing something crazy. I don't want to do that. All right. OBS. Just do what I tell you to do, OBS. Select the broadcast and start streaming. Okay. New School Knicks. All right. Oh, yeah. See, it got me all over the place. Let me go back to the screen. Let me go back to StreamYard.
We're having some technical difficulties right now. Just bear with us.
Yeah, just bear with me. Because if not, then I'm going to scrap it. If not, then I'm going to scrap it and just go to
the original.
Let me see. Let me see what it. Okay. All right.
Shoot.
So on OBS, I can see Rivera. I can see
Me.
Greeny. Right. All right. Y'all won't be able to see me because my camera. But let me go here to YouTube just real quick. Them. So they are seeing us in OBS. I mean in StreamYard. All right, so let me close this. I'm gonna close out OBS. All right, so I'm closing out OBS and I'm bringing up I'm gonna exit. There I am.
There you go.
All right, here I am. And let me go back to New School Knicks. Let me go to New School Knicks and change this from unlisted to public. And save. All right. And then go back out here and say test, test, test. Test, test, test. So it's public visibility. We got 4 viewers. We got 7. Bim. There we go.
I can't even check the chat. Well, let me check the chat.
It wasn't because it wasn't public. Now it's public. So
I can't read the chat right now.
Okay. No, I got you. I got you. I got you on everything. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to New School Knicks. I'm your main man, the #1 chief rocker in Knicks universe. I'll be sitting in the cockpit today. I'm joined by your regular host, the normal guy. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Rivera is in the building. Slightly under the weather. And by my man, my ace, Greeny from LI. Shout out to the island. Shout out to CI.
Shout out to Charlotte, man.
FLY. Yeah, man. I got some topics that
You muted, huh? If you talking, you muted. I don't know how you got muted. You started talking and then the world muted you.
The microphone, bro, is just like, shut up. You know. So
you said topics, they got mad.
So I got a few of them, right? And so what I'm gonna do is I want to lay them out right here for you first, since I hadn't communicated with you guys, right? I want to lay out the topics first, and then I'm gonna talk about them one at a time, and then we'll progress. And I know both of you gents are under the weather, so what we'll do is just run through and do, since we started late because of production. What we'll do is touch on these topics real quick and just get out of here. Y'all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here are the topics that I think Knicks fans might be interested in. Are RJ Barrett's struggles real? Anybody chat?
Sorry.
Anybody ever
Sorry,
heard the
fellas.
saying the struggle is real? Is are RJ Barrett's struggles real? Right? Why are we trying?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we taking offers for Emmanuel quickly? Should we pursue another young star? And what decision should be made at the trade deadline? Y'all got him right.
This
Mm-hmm.
RJ struggles real.
All right.
Why are we
Right.
trying to trade for IQ? I mean, why are we trying to trade IQ? And should we trade for a young star at the
By
trade
the trade
deadline?
deadline. Mm-hmm.
RJ. Oh, I put R and R. Let me see. I'm just trying to check. RJ struggles real. Right. Why are we taking offers for IQ? Should we pursue a young star? What decision do we make at the trade deadline? All right, clackety 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 clack.
Got him.
All
Okay,
right, all right, all right, all right.
I'll let you tackle this one first.
Uh, is RJ struggles real? Um, yeah.
Let me
I
let me let
mean,
me preface it. Let me preface it with this. Let me give you some just a few seconds to think about it. Okay. Let me. I
mm,
just want to say a few things. Okay.
all right,
That
man.
way, both of you guys can kind of get in y'all bag. So we know RJ Barrett struggles at the beginning of every season, and we're
Mm-hmm.
used to it, even though we don't like it, right? But this season, RJ struggle. He looks worse struggling, even though his numbers in the struggle look the same as every other year. And we assume that a fourth year player would be more experienced than a third year player. That was more experienced than a second year player. That was more experienced than a rookie, right? So let me ask you this, because the struggle thing is not say I'm just revamping my shot thing. Do you guys believe that the struggles of RJ Barrett directly correlate to him coming back to New York? Take time off during the summer, come back to New York, all of a sudden he's struggling. Like how do you do you believe these struggles are real? And why would RJ struggle every year when he knows he's going to encounter the same situation from year to year?
RJ struggles, like you said, every year. He does this every year. What makes this thing a little different for me is the fact that he got paid, and I feel like he's trying to play to the contract, trying to prove that he was worth that 100 and something that he got, and then that little extra 20 million. It looked like he's trying to push to get that extra $20 million. That the incentive, it's like he's trying purposely to get that, and now it looks forced. Every shot looks forced, and he ain't hitting them. It was a layup he went up with the other day, and he like threw it backwards trying to get the foul. And I'm like, why you do that? Like there was no reason to do that. Like you should just pass the ball. What are you doing? But honestly, I think he's just forcing too much. He's not playing his game. He trying to play somebody else's game. And it ain't working at all. You should just calm down.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to kind of lean on that side. I think he needs to just calm down. Like somebody just said in the chat, I think the contract is getting to his head. He just letting like I think the contract is getting to his head as well as him knowing mentally that he always gets to a bad start. So now he's forcing the issue to try to get out of a slump that he really always been in. We always seen RJ struggling in the beginning of the season. Maybe like not one season he wasn't struggling in the beginning, But every other season, he struggled in the beginning, whether he had injury issues or not. So I feel like it's just an issue of forcing trying to be a 20-point scorer, forcing because of the contract you just got, and forcing because you're in a slump at the beginning of the season. So I think he just needs to sit down. I think I still stand on this. He needs minutes restriction. His minutes need to cut down. I didn't even get to watch the game last night. When I look at the box score, RJ Barrett had the most minutes played. He needs minutes restriction.
Okay. All right.
He needs
So
minutes restriction.
that ties into his struggle.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So you guys don't believe that RJ Barrett's struggle is tied to other stuff, like him taking on too much of a workload. You just think it's a minutes thing.
True, and matter of fact, I had got into it with my brother. If my brother in the chat, what up? We were talking. I'm like, what is his? Because I'm not blaming his trainer. Because my cousin was like, how his layup package is whack, which is true. And I say, yo, fire his trainer. And they're like, why are you trying to blame his trainer? I'm not blaming his trainer, but I'm just want to know what are they working on in the off season that is not translating to the league when in the NBA start. That's what I want to know. Because if you're working on things that you're already good at, that doesn't make sense. Like, how is it that this guy works with all the other stars in the NBA and they look good, and then he works with you and it doesn't translate? What's going on? Like, what are you working on?
Yeah.
That's like what T-Mac said to Rudy Gobert. What are you working on in the offseason? Are you only working on defensive drills? How do you not have an offensive game if you're working every summer? Like, I think he needs a new trainer as far as, or if he keeps the new trainer, y'all got to work on something different. Like, work on something that elevate his game, because his game is not flashy. His game is not like everybody else, like the SGAs of the world. He needs to do something different. Or he's so used to being stronger and bigger than everybody else from college to the NBA, where that bullying and pushing everybody around worked in high school and college. Now when you get to NBA and guys is your size and bigger, that bully stuff don't really work that much unless you want a guard. When you want a three, don't
Rivera,
work.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, Mr. Rivera. Look, man, I'm gonna keep it a bean, okay? I have never in all my life seen and I've been watching basketball for at least, cognizant and noticing stuff for 40 years, right? Excuse me. I've never seen an athlete of RJ Barrett's level go to the basket this many times per game with his intent. Never. RJ Barrett reminds he goes. It's like if and chat. Listen, don't think I'm being disrespectful to RJ Barrett, but RJ Barrett is like a sprinter with no speed. RJ Barrett is like a home run hitter with no power. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing don't work. So why is it in his mind that it's ever gonna work? Right? Listen, you could be a runner and not have speed, right? You could be a distance runner. You could be a marathon runner. You just can't be a sprinter. You know what I'm saying? And you could be a hitter and not have power, right? You could be a leadoff guy, top of the lineup guy, all these things. See, RJ Barrett, for his build at 6'6", 214 is what they have him listed at. He's still not bigger than Josh Hart. Do you see Josh Hart barreling his way to the rim? No. You don't see RJ Barrett. You don't see guys like RJ Barrett's build barreling their way to the rim relentlessly. And then at the end of it, when if you're just keeping it a buck, right? If you're just keeping it a buck, even if RJ Barrett could get to the rim, does him scoring at the rim show you that he's an elite finisher? No.
He tried to get Nurkic on the dunk. He couldn't even
Twice. Was it twice? No. I'm sorry. Just one time. I'm sorry. I got him confused with another non-athlete. I was watching Alperen Sengun last night, the center from the Rockets.
Yeah,
he tried to yam last night
too.
yeah. Yeah, but the thing is with Sengun, right? Another non-athlete, right? He rebounds at a high level, right? So even if he can't ram his way to the rim, he'll at least rebound, right? The thing with RJ Barrett, the thing with RJ Barrett is, I think he's being told to do that by Tibbs. I think I mentioned this to you guys before. I think RJ Barrett is the new Alfred Payton.
The new battering ram. The new
Yes,
battering ram.
yes, I think he's the new Alec Burks.
I mean, somebody had to take the fall for everything, which I can't say that it's not. It's like he playing bad. Like it's not. We can really. I can't help him. Like you know how you want to stick up for somebody. He playing bad. Can't stick up for you. You just playing bad. I
Right,
don't just know. I don't know what it is. Like you know he could play good. It's just that he's not. Like not much
right,
to it. Cause he's
right.
not. It's times where it's like, all right, yeah, that's all. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then it's times it's like, bro, what?
What
Why would
what
you even
was
draft it
that?
number 3 in like that? You looking like a 24th overall pick right now.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the Knicks picking him third, right? I don't have
Yeah,
a
that's
problem
all.
with any NBA team picking him third. My problem with RJ is the battering ram, right? Because think about this. If RJ, okay, the purpose of RJ Barrett being the battering ram is so that you can get wide open 3-pointers on the perimeter, right? So if RJ Barrett is the battering ram going to the rim over and over and over again to create open looks on the perimeter, we getting them open looks and we still can't shoot. So both sides are failing.
Yeah, because if you think about it, our point guard really don't only shoot middies. He'll hit the occasional three, but he mostly is a deadly mid-range shooter
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah, yeah.
Greeny.
You muted, Greeny.
I said, if you ask me, I think Brunson might be our worst 3-point shooter. I know everybody's looking at the numbers and they're gonna go RJ bad, but you got to look at the volume. RJ's taking a lot of threes and Brunson's not taking a lot, and he's still not hitting them. You know what I
Right,
mean? So Brunson's taking like 2 threes a game, and he's not. He's shooting like 20-something%. That's terrible, bro.
right.
That's
No,
terrible.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. It is that Brunson does so much more. He does so much
Hmm.
that it don't even matter. It don't even matter, man. Game.
He's a
I
smart.
really
He's a
can't.
smart decision maker. He knows that after his first 2 threes don't go down, I'm just gonna go to the mid range and kill him because they can't stop
Yeah,
me there. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So he's just
And
a smarter player.
and that's RJ problem. He only got one. He only has one part of the game where if let's say Brunson drops to the basket and he get a little stopped or whatever, he got the IQ and footwork to do something else. But RJ only knows, all right, let me just go to the basket and go with a basic layup. He
One
can't.
track
I ain't
mind.
never seen a reverse
Yeah.
layup. I ain't
One
never
track
seen a
mind.
switch hand. He just
Right,
he does one
One
thing, and
track
that's
mind.
why he get it blocked. And
right,
I don't understand it. He only has
right.
one move.
Did y'all notice the play against the Warriors where Jalen Brunson went right, pushed the ball all the way to the right side of the floor? RJ Barrett came behind him. He handed the ball to RJ to go right. RJ Barrett pivoted, went back left, told Brunson to screen for him, the point guard, set a screen for RJ. And when RJ turned the corner, it was three Golden State Warriors standing there
Where you think you was going, buddy?
like we knew you was coming. Yo, we left the rim wide open. Ain't nobody at the rim right now. Nobody.
Huh?
And we over here, roadblock. We over here, roadblock checking license and registration.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And RJ then he learned he tried to go back the other way. It's too late. Bro, the film
Stop
is
and shoot it if they waiting for you. Stop and shoot the little midi right there. Stop
Yeah.
and shoot it. What are you doing?
yeah, bro. When if in the war, the Warriors are a high IQ basketball team. So when I saw it, I was like,
Bro,
Man,
one track mind. One track mind. Bro,
but
gotta
anyway,
Jalen
it,
RJ's getting in the paint thinking, okay, I'm gonna make this layup. I'm gonna make the play. Brunson gets in the paint and says, "I'm going to make the best decision for the team. I'm either going to
Yeah,
take this jumper, I'm going to spin around, wait for somebody to cut. If nobody's there, and I'm just pulling the jump." Like, he's a better decision maker. That's the reason why it's not working out for us. Decision making on RJ's side is terrible, and I've been
right.
saying that he's just terrible. We got two people that want to be stars that are just decent playmakers and decision makers. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett are not good decision makers.
Especially RJ Barrett. But here's the thing: the driving to the basket is not the only thing that's disturbing us about RJ Barrett. It's his jump shooting. His jump shooting, his
Terrible.
defense, his rebound, his overall game seems to have a foot stuck in the mud, so to speak. You know how you have a bad day that turns into like a bad week. You know what I'm saying? Greeny, you feel me? You're not Greeny. You know how like an unexpected bill will come up, and then it puts you behind in your finances, and then you get a flat tire, and then you drive around with a donut on your car, and then it's like all of a sudden the kids got a field trip that week, and it's like a whole bunch of things just kind of one thing turns into like I think
A
this is what's
snowball
going on
effect.
with what's going on with RJ. It's like one bad thing is basically hindering him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a
I
snowball
think I
effect.
think that is the. I think he needs to come back every game. He needs to have that attitude of that Thunder game he had. Every game he needs to come out like that. I don't care if you had 50 the last game. You come in that game with the same mentality and attitude every game. That
Greeny,
game when
throw
he was
throw that
versus,
Thunder game out, bro. The Thunder are terrible.
but yeah, the Thunder is
Yeah,
terrible.
but
But why can't you be like that all the time? Why is it only certain times? Your mind should be in that mode all the time.
because
Yeah,
they
the
ain't have
th-
a shot blocker in the game. That's why he
yeah,
can only do
yeah,
that with him.
yeah, man. And then plus, if y'all remember, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, the Knicks drafted him. Anybody remember that on draft night?
Nah, I don't remember that.
The Knicks drafted Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and they traded the rights to Jeremiah Robinson Earl to the New York Knicks for 2 second-round picks, 34 and 36. And
Where did
those
You
that get
know,
them?
34, 35, and 36 went at 34, Rokas Jokibitis, who
Oh
at this
my
point,
god.
I don't think we're ever going to see him.
Ever.
At 35, the Pelicans took Herb Jones. And at 36, we took Miles McBride.
I think Joker Biden said he don't even want to play over there. I think he
you
said
know
he
what's
want to stay
crazy?
over there.
Yeah.
You know what's RJ's problem? Tell you what RJ's problem is. You gotta stop doing that little game time ritual routine, man. You get a new one, bro. That little locked in the key thing you do on the side of his head, man. You need another one, bro. Because you ain't locked in, brother.
You not locked in, bro?
Like he do that all of this little like bro, stop doing that, bro. You're not locked in. That's not locked. You know what and it's sad, it's gonna sound wild, I'm gonna say this. You know what you know how like Kobe used to take like these players and put them up under his wing and let him work with them in the summertime and all of that.
Right.
RJ needs something like that, like a player like Kobe something like yo, come with me, man. You locked in with me for 2 months. Kobe used to do that for like Kyrie and Tatum. He was doing it with Tatum before he passed and all of that. Devin Booker. He needs
Right.
somebody like that to really show him like what your game, bro, for
I
right
would take
now
a Kobe.
ain't
I
it.
would take a Kobe on this team right now.
No, but I'm talking about just like how Kobe
You
took
talk, oh, you
him,
talking
like
about summertime
yeah,
workout?
like you know how he used to just do that with the young players coming up. He did it with Devin Booker. He did it with Kyrie, Jason Tatum. Like he obviously RJ not on their level, but he put something in them that that showed them this how you play the game, this how you do this. I could take your game from what it is to the next level and challenge them. And RJ don't. He just working out with Drew Hanlon and I don't even know if is he playing 1-on-one with these other stars during those
Yeah, I
summer
seen.
workouts.
Yeah, I seen a
Yeah.
video of him playing 1-on-1 against defense against like Tatum and
I saw
Harden.
him. Yeah, they showed us that he was murdering Jason Tatum in a
Yeah,
one-on-one.
yeah,
He
low
was
key, he was looking solid. I ain't gonna. He was playing good defense, and he was getting past him, and he was, you know what I mean. But it just like they say, he got a one-track mind. He might be able to focus on other things when it's 1-on-1, but when you get on that floor and it's organized, it's just not the same thing.
Yo,
Yeah,
I,
not the
I
same thing.
saw I saw the 3 minute clip, and he was giving Tatum the business. The
Yeah,
only thing about it though is That's the thing that always suckers the Knicks into this thing. But anyway, let me hit a transition point for y'all, right?
Yeah.
So I am under the impression, and let me say this, Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says RJ and Randall lack mental talent
Yeah.
and it destroys us.
Yes. Yes.
So I have a man, Subliminal 209 has an eyewitness account of something, and I want him to talk to y'all about it. But when y'all hear it, it's gonna shine a whole new light on Julius Randle, bro. So when Subliminal 209 come back off vacation, I think New School Knicks, I think he got a thing, man. Matter of fact, when he talked to y'all about it, he's gonna shed a whole new light on Julius Randle and his approach to basketball. But anyway, yeah, the thing with RJ, man, is this. RJ Barrett is struggling immensely, right? But I think it's starting to wear on the other kids, right? And this is how, right? Just bear with me, y'all. Chat, bear with me. I'm not trying to take over New School Knicks, man. It's you know what I'm saying. My guys are under the weather. I'm just jumping in trying to help, right? Here's the thing. If I'm Emmanuel quickly and I struggle for a little bit and you snatch me out, I automatically got an attitude, right? You can't tell me nothing. If I'm Emmanuel quickly, if I'm Obi Toppin, if I'm Quentin Grimes, bruh, if I'm Miles McBride, and I struggle, if I miss one defensive assignment and you snatch me out, yo, you can't tell me nothing. When Leon Rose come down and ask me how I feel about the coach, I'd be like, sure would be nice to have some freedom around here. RJ Barrett has the longest leash and the greenest light you've ever seen from any Knicks player in your lifetime.
I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of our young players need a green light like him.
yo, if I'm quickly and I'm looking at RJ Barrett, blow defensive assignments, can't shoot, won't pass, won't play team ball on offense and defense, and you keeping him out there, bro, ain't nothing else you can tell me. I'm waiting on the new coach. Ain't nothing you can tell me, bro. I'm talking to Johnny Bryant. I'm like, hey, JB, man, I don't know why this ain't your job, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's human nature. Now listen, I'm not saying hey, for old cats in the chat like Paris Duggar, I'm not telling you to start playing the OJs. I'm not telling Paris Duggar, I'm not telling you to start playing the OJs. They smile in your face all the time, trying to take your place. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is when it comes to accountability, when it comes to accountability, I'm just telling you straight up, bro. Yo, how you gonna tell me that? And RJ out here throwing up layups against 4 shot blockers, or RJ Barrett can't knock down a wide open 3, right? Blowing defensive assignments. If I'm quick, if I'm Obi, another top 8 pick, Obi top 8, RJ top 8. If I'm Obi Toppin and I'm watching RJ Barrett struggle like this, the one thing crosses my mind is, why are y'all so invested in him? What is it that I do? What is it that he does that I can't do better? Think about it. If I'm Obi and if I'm Obi, am I a better 3-point shooter than RJ Barrett right now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Right. Don't talk to me about defense and rebounding because he ain't doing it. Man, what?
That's a fact.
You know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
on that.
And
I
and
agree on
so
that
for
wholeheartedly.
and so for that reason, I believe Emmanuel Quickly and the other young players. And listen, and if pardon me for speaking for them, because I don't know them and I'm not an advocate for them. Meaning, I don't have a vested interest in anything. You know, I'm invested in the Knicks, right? But here's the thing: if I'm them, I'm like, how you snatching me? But you letting this Joker play 40 minutes and he 5 for 22, and his defense is off. But you snatching me, right? You snatching quickly and Grimes, right? You snatching quickly and Grimes, but RJ can play through everything. Cam Reddish got to fly all over the place like a hornet's nest just to stay on the floor. And RJ gets the longest leash, the biggest pass, the greenest light you've ever seen. So for that reason, I think the quickly trade buzz is amongst us because I think these young cats are tired of RJ maybe getting the longest leash and not producing.
I think that they. I think the Knicks is. I think the Knicks is just stupid. To be honest with you, like you trying to like. I don't understand what are y'all doing? And, like, what is it the point of trading quickly and then it comes out that they wanted like a first round pick for him or something like that? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you telling us? If you want to trade quickly and get the first round pick to do what?
Right.
To do what with it?
To
Because you
draft
don't.
another RJ?
Yeah, to draft another RJ or to draft another quickly. Are you are
Draft
you,
another quickly?
are you
Mm.
gonna try?
Or
Are you
draft
gonna
another Toppin.
Or draft another
exactly?
Obi.
Or draft another Grimes? Like what are y'all really doing? And then on top of that, you got them winning, and you're at 500, so you're not really. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what is going on? Like, what is going on?
Right. Right.
What is going? Because if anything, let quickly in them play through the season and then see what happens. Obviously, you know you're gonna lose. If that's the case, just lose. And if
Right.
you want to trade them at the trade deadline, do it. But somebody got to go. And even if it's quickly, can you get something back for quickly that we can see blossom? Why are you just? I'm gonna get a first round pick. You got 11 of them already right now.
Right.
What are you doing? What are you gonna do with the 11? What are you gonna do with 12?
Right.
But you
Right.
don't know
Right.
what
Right.
to. You
Right.
got 11. Don't know what to do with it.
Right.
Now you're gonna do what you gonna do with 12? Oh, just give me another one. That's like having 11 chicken wings and then say I could take one more to do
Right.
what?
For what? For
11 ain't
what?
enough.
And Rivera, and to your point, bro, and here's the thing that I've been saying for a while, right?
Yeah,
And I'm not saying it to toot my own horn, right? I'm just pointing out the obvious. The Knicks can't sign big time free agents,
exactly.
right? And the Knicks don't draft well, right? People will say, well, Grimes is a decent player. Man, Grimes on average 10 points a game. He a first round pick.
Hmm.
People say, man, quickly has never averaged more than 12 points a game. Obi has never averaged more than 10 points a game until this year, right? Don't tell me about drafting well, okay? Don't talk to me about Rokas Jokovitis, right? Don't talk to me about Miles McBride. Oh man, it was not. They traded back for more assets. Traded back. Nah, no, no. Don't talk to me about that, bro. Let me tell you this, Knicks fans. Our front office does not draft well, and they cannot sign free agents. You know what they
No.
do well though? They trade often. Now, do they always win every trade? No. But Rivera, who has been more active in trades the last 3 years outside of the Knicks? Who have made more trades? They think about anytime there has been a time to make a trade and tell me if the Knicks have made one or not.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's always been the Knicks or OKC.
The
There's them
Knicks, the
two.
Knicks always trade. At the draft, the Knicks made two
Mm-hmm.
trades.
Mm-hmm.
At the draft, the Knicks made two trades in 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And none of them made sense, but it worked. It didn't
Right.
even work.
You remember? Hey, let me ask you this. I was talking to what's his screen name? I don't want to say his. And I was talking to Chuck, Nick for life. I was talking to Chuck, right? I was like, Chuck, do you remember how the Knicks acquired Evan Fournier? Greeny, do you remember how the Knicks acquired Evan Fournier?
We had to trade away picks, right?
Trade away picks. We traded for Evan Fournier in a sign and trade. We traded away picks for Evan Fournier and gave the Celtics. We gave the Celtics 2 picks and a trade exception for Evan Fournier in the sign and trade. And Evan Fournier is rotting on the bench.
Literally,
Yes,
$17
he
million
is.
dollars.
Right.
Down the
Yeah.
drain.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at is the Knicks have the ability to trade. Why not trade for a young guy? Why not trade for a young guy right now? Like the other day, I was saying, why not trade for Devin Vassell, the young shooting guard from the San
From
Antonio
Spurs.
Spurs?
We could have drafted him.
Should have drafted him.
You know, another person we should have drafted this year. I think we should have got Griffin, but then we would have still had Kemba and Evan. But I think Griffin looks good right now. Like he had like one good game. He's a
Yeah,
wing player that we would need. Like he's gonna play offense and defense. He could shoot the ball. Like Griffin would have been a great gift. I don't know why they didn't go after Griffin. And he's young.
and
Like
he's super young, and
Smart
he
answer.
and he went to Duke. So you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting when you get a Duke wing player, right?
you would have had and you had RJ and Griffin.
All right,
This is just not smart because it's like you had all these things to do, but you did nothing. Like you got when you got rid of Kemba, they should just bought him out. Why you just buy him out? Feel me?
right, right.
Greeny, you muted.
Well,
Yeah, there you go. There you
I
go.
was saying, yeah, AJ Griffin would have definitely been a solid pick for us. And then you got the three musketeers from Duke. You got RJ, you got AJ Griffin, and you had Ken.
Right,
And then you had RJ doing an interview with Griffin in the beginning of the season, letting him, the barbershop interview. So I think that would have been a good like mix. Like, yeah, and
right,
Griffin can shoot the ball well. It's not like he's just a like he can shoot the ball, and he has size, he has length, he can put the ball on the ground, like. Yeah, they should have definitely drafted him, but then you looking like we would have still had Kemba and Evan on our team. You know what I mean? So
You know what it
right,
is? The Knicks don't know how to build a team. That's the problem. Don't know how to build a team. Like
right,
even with all that you draft him, but you don't know how to build around him. It's like you're doing the opposite of making what he you're doing the opposite of what makes him look good. You
right,
get what I'm trying to say? Like you're doing the opposite, and now he looks even worse, which is partly on his fault. But it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. Like Brunson was a great pickup, great pickup. But everything else they've done, mm, horrible. Because you should
right,
have bought Kemba out. You traded away a first. You had to trade away a first round pick because nobody wanted Kemba, so you had to do that
right. Let me
to
let
get
me
rid of
let
him.
me let me go back
real
to the quickly thing just real quick. I just want to express that I don't think the Knicks are actively shopping Emmanuel quickly. I do think they're listening to offers though, which is something different. I
Like you
don't
got to
know
pick
if
up the phone.
yeah, it's one of those things, where if you could get something for quickly at this point, it's got to be a top 15 projected pick, bro.
you
You
gotta
can't
be.
trade quickly for just a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get a first and then he helps the team get to the finals, now you traded quickly for what in essence is a second round pick value,
Yeah.
right? But is on a 4-year contract. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you trade if you trade quickly, you want to make sure that you get like top 15, top 20 value in that pick or a young player or package him and something maybe for like the Devin Vassell kid from San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just give quickly away because there are not that many guards as talented as quickly. Now, in terms of the result, I think what quickly does is a byproduct of being bottlenecked behind a struggling RJ Barrett.
I think RJ Barrett is the really the what do you call that main problem right now,
Okay.
which is down spiraling to everything else at the moment. Because like you said, like he has a long leash, and then quickly wind up gonna start getting angry if he's not already angry and Obi and all of them. Which from my eyes, they all seem to get along and all seem to have great attitudes and all of that. So we just speculating, but that's a real possibility. And then you like if I was quickly and I get traded, I'll be feeling away like, hold on, I'm the one that's kind of helping,
Yeah.
and I get traded. Oh nah, that would leave a sour taste in my mouth. To be honest.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And that's where chemistry starts to die. Like, how do y'all invest this much in a cat that's trash, and we all have talent, and y'all won't give us the light of day?
Yeah, I think RJ is the main cancer to our team right now. Like I said, he needs minutes restriction. I'm gonna stick by that. He needs minutes restriction. Once he gets that, then like Unc is saying, I feel like all those other kids might not feel a type of way. If they're not, we're not making no assumptions. If they are, if they're not, I hope they won't feel away. But I do think he needs to be restricted. And I also think a main point of emphasis is that our team can't hit the three. If our team can hit the three, a lot of these games we would win.
Right.
And it
Right.
trickles down from RJ. He's the cancer. You know what I mean? So I can't even, you know what I mean? And it's not just RJ. There's also other bad shooters on the team. RJ, Jalen Brunson's a bad 3-point shooter. Right now, quickly is not too good of a 3-point shooter. So it's not just him.
Yeah.
It's the whole team in a sense.
Derrick
And that's
Rose
why
is
he,
hurt again.
Aaron Rose was hurt. Well, we knew
you
that.
know what I mean?
Uh,
Again.
Cam Reddish not
Randall
hurt. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Again. Yeah.
Randall's
And
off and on.
Quentin Grimes is shooting 40% from the floor.
right.
Like,
And all of this is Julius Randle fault.
it's not Julius Randle fault. I'm saying it's this team. It's bad team play
That's
right now.
I'll be
It's
honest with
bad
you.
team play.
I'll be honest with you. It's. I would say RJ is the main issue as far as his play. Like he's just. It's not that he's a bad guy. It's not that he's a bad player. It's not that he's just a selfish person. I think that he's just stuck in the mindset of I don't want to let everybody down. But and you ever see somebody not want to let everybody down and do too much? And but you're letting everybody down. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you're
Right.
not trying to, but you're doing it. It's
Yeah.
like you can't help yourself.
Right.
Which he has to take a step back, look at the game, and say, okay, watch the film and say, okay, that was a
Right.
bad shot right there. You ever seen Bad Boys 2? When they was on the
Yeah.
highway and Will Smith
Yeah.
was like, that's a DAA call right there.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
needs to look at and say, yo, that was a bad shot right there. That was a bad shot right there. That was a bad
Yeah.
shot right there. That's what you
Right.
need to do. Just calm down, bro. You got the skill set. Just calm down, bro.
Yeah.
Relax. And then everything else will fall into place. Just relax, bro. Just be easy. The game
And
is gonna come to you.
And also to add on to K, I feel like another reason why RJ is shooting so bad is because the volume of threes that he's shooting. He needs to cut down his volume of threes. Like when in that second season when RJ was shooting 40% from three, he was shooting 4 threes a game. He's shooting like 6 or 7 threes right now. He needs to cut down that value of threes. Because you're already
Facts.
Greeny,
not
they giving it to him, bro. They
yeah, but you're not hitting them. So you need to cut down your volume.
and you know what? Here's the thing. All right. So I want to just say two things real quick. So to just to touch on what Rivera said, I understand that. Right. It's like when I used to bring my paycheck home, right, and one kid to make the honor roll and be like, you know what I want, Pop Dukes? I want a PS5, right? I want a car, right? And not expensive car. I could go buy a car for like $800. But I can't have a PS5 and a car without the brand new J's, right? And one of the other kids walk in the kitchen, like, you buying him J's? I deserve J's. And then everybody come in the kitchen, like, yeah, man, the J's is. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. This check can only go so far. You know what I'm saying? The thing with what I'm getting at, what I'm thinking about, what I'm getting at is this: the RJ thing going to the rim thing need to be cut out completely, right? If it's not within the flow of the offense, don't do it, right? Why are we? Rivera, tell me if you've ever seen this before. The ball being passed around to the perimeter. It gets to RJ. RJ catches the ball, calls for a screen. He backs up to about 42 feet, right? And then get a running start towards the rim off the screen and barrel his way into the defenders. Tell me if you've seen that before.
all the time, and then he'll do like this little floater type, like throw up, layup, and then
And then
fall on the floor.
throw his
Yeah,
hands up
yeah,
like I just got mugged.
yeah. You're
I
not
just got
Harden, bro.
mugged.
If he was Harden, he was getting that call, but you're not Harden. You don't got that. The ref's not gonna respect it like that. You're not getting that call. I understand sometimes you do get hit, and it do be a foul, but
Right.
they not calling it for you, bro. If for one, you're not a star player. For two, you're a Nick. You're not getting that call. If
Right.
Melo wasn't getting that call, you're not getting that call.
And then too, the other part of that is RJ, when you back up to 42 feet to get a running start, guess what the defense get a chance to do? They get to get a running start too, man. What the hell are you what why does that make sense? You think they just because you get a running start, the defense is just gonna stay set? Come on, RJ, that don't make sense. Paris Tucker, thank you for the Jen's contribution. Paris Tucker says Randall's stupid play is his fault. That three in OT, oh, that was a killer.
Mm-hmm.
That was yeah that was a bad shot. That or
Like,
bad look. The aesthetics of it were bad. I don't know what Tibbs was yelling in his ear, but the aesthetics were
ain't about
terrible.
Randall no more. Randall's Randall. It is what it is. We got 4 years of that now.
Yeah,
It is what it is at this point. They gonna
yeah,
have to.
man.
At this point, I honestly think that Tibbs got to go. Like, I think Tibbs' style of play is trash. I think nobody wants to play for him. I don't care if they play bad one game and then they respond the next game. They're also NBA players, so I mean they have competitive spirit. So obviously, they don't want to play for Tibbs. I think that they're just bored. I think that the
They probably just
offense is
being
not creative.
professional.
Yeah, like the offense and creative. You don't never see nothing like so like, ooh, that was nice. That was a fire play. Nothing. It's just the same old, same old. I don't even want to watch the game today, to be honest with
Right. I'm watching it, bro. I got it. I have
you.
an
Yeah, because we
addiction.
gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I have a Knicks
You gotta,
addiction.
you have an addiction, and you want to come in. You got the content you gotta make and all that. But it's just like, is it exciting to get up to watch the game anymore?
Nah.
No. And it's only what 20 games in.
Right. Right. So here's the thing. The third part of the thing that I was mentioning to y'all. Right. Should the Knicks just look at trading for a young star?
Like a Devin Vassell level, or like a young up and coming star, or like they're gonna be a star.
Yeah,
Like,
Vassell is a young and Vassell's an up and comer, bro.
yeah, I mean, yeah. If you could take that now, if the Knicks want to do the quickly, if you want to throw like a quickly Fournier, few first round draft pick, like a couple, not a few. Let me take that back a little, because you know they're gonna ask for a draft pick for that. So if you want to take maybe one or two, throw it at them. Nothing from this year though. Do they have two first round draft picks this year? Because they
The
got
the
Dallas.
Knicks,
Yeah.
the Knicks, yeah, the Knicks have potential to have 4 first round picks
Hmm.
this year. 2 of them are not likely right now, though. With the Wizards balling, it looks like if the Wizards can keep it up, the Knicks will have 3 first round picks. Detroit first round pick ain't no way. They look terrible. They look
So that's what I'm
terrible.
saying. If you get throw one or two at them and keep yours, you know what I'm saying, and you get that Devin Vassell, if you get Devin Vassell with the quickly, all right, I'll take that. I'm not mad at that. If you want to trade quickly for Devin Vassell, I can't be mad at that. Hey man, buy quickly, I'll
Right.
take that. But if you're just gonna do a trade and or just be on the phone chatting for no reason and then come up with nothing, don't waste your time, bro. Because I really feel like they just get nervous. You ever get the girl number and then you call her and then when you're on the phone with her, you ain't saying nothing, you ain't really doing nothing. The conversation goes nowhere because you nervous. You get too scared when the
No,
time
not
hits.
really. Because the hard part over.
Yeah,
The hard
what
part was
happened?
the the
I'm just
hard part
saying,
was the
like,
introduction.
that's how the Knicks front office is. They get too nervous. Like you get all the way to the point, and then fumble all the time. They did what
Hmm.
I don't even want to say spider trade. You don't want to bring it up, but it's like you get all the way there and then you drop them off.
Yo, I think the spoken Nick, thank you for the generous contribution. He says, RJ Barrett to Westchester, he is hurting us.
I mean, it looks bad on the. It looks bad, but if we can get rhythm down there, but it just looks
I had
bad.
to talk to Smoke and Nick about this. I ain't even commented.
They said Wiseman. They Warriors sent Wiseman out there.
Yeah,
Wiseman never was good though. Like never. RJ
yeah,
going to the G League is gonna be looking like the White Howard in Taiwan. Stop it.
yeah.
Also, also Kevin Knox is cooking the last few games.
Yes. Yes. Hey,
We need
and
that.
Mr. Rivera. And the rumor is that the Pistons may be shopping Sadiq Bey. I wonder why they would be shopping their starting small forward.
Because the other, I mean, I'll take Sadiq Bey though. I ain't gonna lie, I like Sadiq Bey. I like
I,
Sadiq Bey.
I can't do it, bro. I can't deal with another non-athlete, bro. If the Knicks get one more
So,
non-athlete, I swear I might hang it up, bro. I just can't take it no more.
yeah, but he'll shoot at
I,
anything defense.
I don't care. I don't care if he's shooting 90%, bro. I can't deal with none. I just if the Knicks get one more non-athlete in an NBA full of explosive athletes, bro, yo, the hustling backwards thing would be more than just a meme for us. You know what I'm saying? It's already Brunson is not explosive, an
Nah,
explosive athlete, right? And
he's a
he's not
skill.
big, right? And then RJ's not an explosive athlete, right? And then you got
Randall's not.
others.
Honestly, to be honest, and chat might hate me. Trade deadline, I'm trading two players. I'm trading. No, I'm trading. I'm going to fire. I'm doing a fire sale if I could. I'm packaging. I'm getting Mitch up out of here because Mitch be just be in the way sometimes. Like he just be in the way a lot of times. So
That's
bye,
the person I want to talk about. That's the contract that I want to talk about.
Mitch. Bye, Randall. Bye. Fournier gotta go because there's no way they're not even playing you. Rose. Bye. Uh, I
All right.
mean, like it's certain players. I would just trade them all to be honest with you. Like
All right,
gotta go.
let's talk about the deadline thing real quick, and then say for another 10 or 12 minutes, and then. But James Lee, thank you for the generous contribution. James Lee says his next 4 years of 100+ million hurts even more, and it's 100+ million over 4 years, and not you know what I'm saying because when you say it 100 million over the next 4 years, it sounds egregious, but when you're talking about $26.5 million, that's probably below it doesn't have the
Cap
same.
about to go up a lot too.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
RJ his contract is movable. That's not the problem. It's really movable. Like you could get rid of that. You probably get rid of that trade deadline if you wanted to.
right, right, right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The topic I really want to talk to y'all about. If the Knicks start to make moves before the deadline, outline what moves they are and why it helps us going into the future.
They definitely got to move Mitch and get a stretch.
Hmm.
That's one. They got to get like, and I wrote this in the chat before. They got to target like big men like Jaren Jackson Jr. Like they need big men that have that type of skill set that can play defense and rebound and shoot the ball well.
Right.
So the
But
spacing
Greeny,
on the
who
floor be elite.
if a team
But
has
I
that,
don't
why
know.
would they give it up?
I don't know, man. The Knicks need so much stuff right now. They're in the blender of what they don't know what they want to do. Like they really don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, well,
They're
like
ready
for
to
instance,
they
what
ready to tear it down, but at the same time they're ready to package everything for a superstar. Like they don't know what they want to do.
Right. But say if you're Memphis, right, and the Knicks ask you about Jaren Jackson Jr. The question I'm asking if I'm Memphis is like, why would I give up Triple J? It's not like I have two of them.
Yeah,
I only
that's
have
fine.
one.
I ain't saying go and get Triple J. I'm saying
No,
I
no, no,
need
no, no.
for
No.
for
I just
that
use that
type
as an
of shit.
example. I'm just using.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just
not
using
saying
it
give
as
him
an
Triple J.
example. Like for
Yeah, they're
instance,
not giving him that.
say if I'm Orlando and you call me because they have Wendell Carter, they have Bol, and they have Mo Bamba, right? So I'm thinking like I have two guys that do it at a decent level. One guy who's really good that's off the trade, but Wendell Carter ain't even up for discussion. But Bol and Mo Bamba, if you give me 3 first-round picks, I'll give you Bol.
Well, Bull's not
But
bad,
Bo,
but
Bo,
we need
Bo,
a
no, you right.
we need a defensive dude. So
Rivera, would you
Bobo is
think?
solid though.
Would you give up? Would you give up 2 firsts for Bol?
No,
No.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
two firsts
Yeah.
for Bo. No. You
Like,
know why? You know why? Because later we'll watch him go for a first in 2 seconds. That's why. If he was really gonna get moved, or somebody else would move him for a first in 2 seconds. That's why. But we'll trade 3 firsts for him, 2 to 3 firsts for him. That's why.
mm,
You get what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah.
we'll give up the 2 to 3 firsts, but then somebody else will come in and offer a first and a second, 2 seconds, and it's like, oh, that worked. You get what I'm saying? Like,
They
we
won't
need to
even
try
offer
that.
for. They won't even offer draft pick. They offer
Yeah,
a player. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They be like,
yeah.
like the Knicks should. If that's the case, listen, man. I'm like, um, would you do quickly for Mobamba?
But they wouldn't do quickly because they got too many guards there. Where would you
Yeah,
play?
but they got too many centers also though.
I'll be like, yo, listen, take Fournier, right? Give me Bo.
They
Buy
ain't gonna take
Fournier out.
48 is in the written. They traded
Buy,
Fournier, remember?
yeah, but so we traded Tim Hardaway
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
free agency.
yeah, yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I take Tim Hardaway Jr. right now, low key, low
yeah,
key, low key. I would.
yeah. Because our shooting has been terrible. But I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I'll say this: if the Knicks make a move at the deadline, it's got to be one of those franchise defining moves. Don't just come back. Don't just go out and get dinner and bring back ham sandwiches. We got cold cuts in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? It got to be. It got to be. Let me. James Lee, thank you for the generous contribution. James Lee says, I guarantee you nobody wants RJ with that contract. Mm,
Like a standard. And, like, if you look at his numbers, if the numbers was like, if the percentages was up, shooting percentages, and say if he was like 45 and maybe like 36, that's a standard contract for those 18 and a half points on 45 and 36 or 37, and he's shooting well from the free throw line. That's kind of like the standard what you're gonna get
that
for
means
that
he's
young
taking less
talent.
shots, though, based on that
Yeah,
math.
yeah. So like that's a standard for that young type of player, 21, 22 year old, averaging
Okay.
that any player in the league would probably get 107 at that point. At
Okay.
that point. So I'm not really worried, man. That doesn't bother me. Contract doesn't bother me. It's just the shot selection and the IQ that bothers me because
Right.
it's just like just calm down a little bit. Like, we know you could do it.
We got
Just
you,
calm
Rivera.
down.
We got Rivera. We got you. You look like you're a little touchy about RJ. We talked about RJ already.
No. RJ,
Greeny, he want to go
RJ,
back to it. I'm not finished with RJ.
RJ pissing me off. But to me, RJ whack right now. He's whack. He's whack.
Really good.
But the person they should trade, in my opinion, is Mitch because we need a stretch. And I think at that if you trade Mitch, it opens up for everybody else to play their game the way they're supposed to play their game. He's just in the way of Randall. He's in the way of RJ. Sometimes in the way of Brunson. And it's no fault of his own. Like he's not a bad player. It's just that he's very limited of what he can do. And that in this NBA is
Why do y'all want to trade away homegrown talent? Y'all want to trade away all the cats that we drafted?
Mitchell Robinson gotta go.
He's an original Knick. I thought it was Knicks forever,
nah,
New
yeah,
York
yeah, yeah.
forever.
Nah, yeah. But at this point, everybody could go.
Okay, all right. So with that said, we can wrap up right here, man. You know what I'm saying? The fellas are under the weather a little bit. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in to New School Knicks, man. I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to moderate for y'all this morning while y'all chop it up, man. Greeny, be safe out there on them roads. You know what I'm saying? Rivera, make sure you take care of yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying? These things out here ain't no joke. Thank y'all for tuning
I
in.
might come visit you, huh?
Yeah,
I might
nah,
come up.
man, no
I
doubt.
might come up. For real,
What
for
t-
real. I got the
I
rental. I got the rental all day, all day. I went to Atlanta yesterday, so
you riding out?
I'm flying back on Monday morning.
Okay, all right. You know, because I was thinking about meeting you, but anyway, let me
I
wrap
might
this
go
up.
to my grandma's today, so yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So thank y'all for watching New
I want
School
to say shout out to
Knicks.
everybody coming through in the chat.
Them. Shout out to
Yeah,
everybody, man. We'll
yeah.
holler at y'all later, man. Old School Knicks at 11. Peace, y'all.
Yeah.